Hey everybody, Tony with Crypto Made Easy. Today I just wanted to do a quick video analyzing Harold's latest video and just kind of cover the promises that are made here and let you know my honest opinion and things to kind of look at and consider and we'll not watch the entire video because it's almost 12 minutes, but I'll just kind of cut through to the parts with content. So the first couple minutes are not really a whole lot of content in there. So let's take a look. This is about 2 minutes in is when he starts actually making his promises. So let's see what he has to say.
I will replace your KBC coin for free, regardless if whether you have exchanged your KBCs for the G99. All of you KBC that you have received from Karatbars will become the new Genius token, and I will replace each and every one of your KBC with a conversion price of a half cent in the Genius token. And the best part is that this will not cost you a single cent.
So he goes on to talk about how by December 31st, the process for being able to essentially claim your Genius tokens will be implemented. And then he also covers examples of some different exchange of values, right? So he also comes out and says that they're valuing the Genius token at €6 and 20 euro cents. But what you have to remember is that this is a value that they've determined because the V999 is a gold-backed stablecoin. So gold's price, if you read the white paper on the V999, it's actually the price of the token will be reflected based on the value of gold. However, it's not clear anything about the Genius token. There's no information about the Genius token other than at the end of this video, and you'll see he covers about how you can use it on their Forex platform, but that's about as detailed as they get into on it. The question would be, if you're determining the value to be €6 and 20 euro cents, where did you come up with that value? And will there be, you have to be able to trade the token at some point, and market will determine value once that happens. But there's no information about where you'd even be able to trade it other than through their Forex platform. And without that information, it's kind of hard to see, okay, well, is there actually going to be value here?
Carabit. Since the 21st of December 2020, the programmer from Gold Standard Bank overtook us, the software of Carabit. We will have processed this and we should have paid out all the assets by approximately the end of January 2021.
So before I share why that's one of the most concerning parts of this video to me, I want to show you guys the change in tone that we've seen from Harold from his Christmas video compared to the one that he came out with on December 18th. So let's take a look at some of the words he uses in this video that came out on Christmas, and let's compare.
The previous week we discussed this and annoyed that the companies Karatbars and Gold Standard Bank will be going separate ways.
So he says it's an annoyance, right? Like a nuisance, and it's annoyed, and they're going separate ways. Let's take a look again at what that urgency was from the last video that he did on December 18th. Let's take a look at that.
All our trust, my trust, was abused. In my name and in the name of Karatbars family, things were done for which I knew nothing and which I had not wanted. I have faced the consequence.
So that's a really big difference in his tone. Here he was coming out and saying his trust was abused, things were happening, he had no idea what was going on, and the ticker, says that he's basically disassociated himself completely with Gold Standard Bank. This isn't the same annoyance and we're going separate ways. This is dramatically different.
I have separated myself from all those who misused my name and the name of the Karatbars family for quick profit, empty promises, and plain nonsense.
That's a big difference in tone right there. So this is my concern stem from the fact that he has not addressed what happened. So people need to know. They need to know what happened, what actually played out, because um, according to your first video, your imagination can create all kinds of scenarios. Like, where's the worst case scenario? Was everything stolen from you? And this video, the tone that is set by this video, it seems like that there was a difference of opinion. So what is it? The people need to know exactly what happened, and you need to go into detail about it, because in a worst case scenario, then people need to be worried about their funds that were in Carrotbit, because you just told us that the Gold Standard Bank has control of Carrotbit. That's what you've just said here. That in fact, they control Carrotbit. And well, I can tell you personally, I know people who've been waiting for months to get their Bitcoin out of Carrotbit. Now, immediately, that, even though you would think immediately that that would make you think, oh, they stole the money. The only reason it doesn't is because of how poorly Carrotbit worked in the past. I personally, a year ago, a year and some change, had to deal with waiting for 30 days to get my Bitcoin, and I did get it eventually. It doesn't excuse the fact that it took a month. It should never take a month, especially with an asset that's so volatile. But I complained to everybody who would listen, and apparently that was nobody. But at the end of the day, the funds made it. Okay. The concern for the people, which I know a handful of them firsthand, that they haven't got their Bitcoin or their Ethereum or their Tether because all three assets are being held up. Do they need to start finding a lawyer for that? Has it been stolen by the people who run Gold Standard Bank? Or is this simply another thing that they failed to execute, and they know they don't run properly, and that they will in fact have their funds by the end of January? The people need to know the level of deception that occurred, so that they can use that for their reaction. Because if they're not worried about losing those funds, then maybe they don't have to lawyer up yet, right? But if the concern is, yeah, these guys stole everything, well, hey, maybe they can get ahead of it and see if they can't get some legal representation.
Anyone who has purchased premium or premium professional package from Carrotbars will receive Genius token as a thank you, as a loyalty bonus in the value of the respective packages. CEM. The new CMs are currently being developed. These will be produced in Germany and will probably be available at the end of 2021. When this new CM is ready, each CM owner get the new CM with 75% discount.
Okay, I have to stop it there, because if I were a CEM owner, I would be very frustrated with this solution, because essentially you bought something that just never functioned at all as they were saying would happen, right? So why would there be a 75% discount? Why wouldn't it be, here's your money back, or here's a new CEM, no charge? That it'd be hard to take anything different. I wouldn't be okay with a 75% discount. I mean, it's better than just nothing, I guess. But at the end of the day, I would just be like, no, don't worry about the new CM. Just give me my money back on the original. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with that one.
And as a big thank you for all CM owners, I give also Genius token worth of the purchase price that CM calculated from 7,900 euro till the end of the 11th of January. When? Unfortunately, the laptops have been delayed several times. We expect the Gold Standard Bank to deliver the laptops to us by January 2021. I know this has been annoying, and every bit and patience is appreciated. I will give you every laptop owner Genius token of the value, the purchase price calculated by 2,600 euro. Approximately will delivered on 11th of January 2021.
Okay, so if I were an original purchaser of the CEM, then maybe 75% discount could be justifiable if I can get my value out of the Genius token. But that's a big if, okay? Because where can I trade that Genius token for money, right? Where can I trade it for, at least for the V999? Is it going to hold value? Is it going to still be valued, at the €6 and 20 cent when I'm trading it? Am I going to be able to keep my value that you're promising me right now? If those things play out, then okay, sure. At least I can say, you know what? It was a refund in a sense, and now you can make your own decisions on if you want to give them a chance again or not. I could see both sides of that story in terms of why you could justify doing it and why you could justify just running the other way. I would probably be running the other way, but he's got a lot to prove to me still. Now, the laptops, he came out, he right there, it was very clear. It's Gold Standard Bank is who is supposed to deliver on that one. Again, it brings us back to the deception in terms of what's happened. Has it just been missed deadlines on their end and excuses, or is it something worse? People need to know. I mean, if there's something worse happening, why wouldn't you tell everybody what's going on? You got to do it. So I think it all stems back to the truth. So, and then he goes on to talk about, anybody who bought tickets to whatever event and stuff, he's going to give them tokens, and people with the gold vault, just give them more tokens, right? So the end of the video goes into just a couple minutes worth of talking about the V999 and then this Genius token. Let's see what they have to say. It's hard to pull a lot of content out of here, but let's look at this little part of the video and see.
Trade mining is a new kind of mining.
So the question I would have here is the coins that he's issuing to everybody. I mean, that's a massive supply. You got 900 million. Of these 100 million, is that what he's using to pay people back with right here? What's used for incentive bonuses? Is that where that's coming from? It's got to come from somewhere.
And this is how it works. Go to our platform, v999.gold, and purchase our V999 token. Each token is worth 0.1 grams of gold. And if you trade this token, you will receive the Genius token. The future of gold investment. The V999 token is a digital asset that represents 0.1 grams of gold. Each token is backed by 0.1 grams of physical gold. A revolution in the gold market. You can buy the token digitally. The V999 platform has a Genesis market and a trading market. You can purchase the token using the Genesis market. You can sell the token using the trading market. Buy or sell V999 tokens and automatically receive Genius tokens. Trade mining is a new way to generate tokens. Trade mining only works in conjunction with the V999 platform and the gold-backed token. Buy or sell V999 tokens and create your own Genius token. When you keep your Genius token in your wallet, you earn between 0.01 and 0.03% of each V999 trading fee. If you
There's a utility for it right there. That's why it's a utility token, is because if you hold a certain amount, then you earn a certain amount on the trading of the V999. My question, though, would be, why would you not just give V999 to the people who are owed? That doesn't make sense to me, because, I mean, it does, but only if you look at the negative part of it, right? Because they can create whatever value that they want for the utility token, and then the market will dictate what its actual worth is, and that will fluctuate with the market. It's not a stable coin. If he gives the V999, then nobody has to worry about that value fluctuating, going down from the point that it finally is traded. It just seems to me like that should have been the coin that they used. That should have been the token used to pay people back.
more than 1,000 tokens, you get a larger percentage of the total transactions. With a built-in algorithm, the number of trades needed to create a new Genius token increases continuously.
So yeah, I mean, that's all. That was everything from that video. But again, it brings me back to the point of, we still don't know the real story. We still don't know what happened. Until that moment, I won't feel confident with anything that they're doing, no matter how good something could look. Because the concept of a gold-backed stable coin, I think, has a ton of potential. It really does. I mean, there's a massive need for something like that in the crypto space, but I just can't trust their ability to execute if they come from a place of deception, because at the end of the day, those are the types of things that I teach people when you're looking at projects. You have to you have to measure the risk involved with whatever project. It's always comes down to risk reward. And right now, where they are with this coming from this place of deception, it's hard to justify the risk because it's a really big risk right now. And I think that they need to, at the very minimum, come out and give everybody the real full story, detailed, and in order to trust again, because we don't know we don't know who to trust. We don't know the real story of what's going on. Joseph Hype did a video after Harold's video, and he does not even address the fact that Harold came out with a video talking about how he was deceived, and that he hasn't even addressed the fact that they're going separate ways. Why wouldn't that have come up in Joseph's video? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So anyways, I'm hoping that at some point they come out with something else to give us some details, but I'm not holding my breath. If you're interested in taking my crypto course, you'll find in the description how you can enroll for that. I will be doing a fundamental analysis on the white paper of the V999. If the Genius token has a white paper as well, I will cover that as well. And then I will still teach people how to essentially how to get paid using the V999 and the Genius tokens for everybody who's still deciding to move forward with that project. So I will teach people how to do it, but I will still give them an unbiased opinion as to where the risks lie for going with a project like this. So have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time.